हे एवरीवन। तो आज हम सीखेंगे अबाउट प्लांट प्रोपगेशन। बट सबसे पहले लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड कि प्रोपगेशन होता क्या है। प्रोपगेशन इज़ बेसिकली द मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ अ प्लांट, जो कि आपका थ्रू सीड्स भी हो सकता है एंड विच कैन बी थ्रू like when you are starting a plant, it could be through any vegetative part of a plant as well. Now I had a lot of plants which I needed to transplant, and some of them I will be propagating as well. So without any delay, let's jump into the video. So यहाँ पर मैंने लिया है कोकोपीट and a mix of manure and a soil. And just in case you do not have manure, so you can make your own compost and add it to the soil ताकि आपको थोड़ा better result provide हो. And I have bought some pots here. Make sure that these whatever pots you buy, they have drainage holes. So the first plant that we have is called Snow White. Now I'm just transplanting it to a pot. As you can see, ये पहले एक plastic wrapper में I had planted it ताकि I just wanted to reuse it, and now I feel like it should be transplanted it to a pot, so I'm just transplanting it to the pot. Next यहाँ पर we have is a prayer plant. Yes, it is the same plant that you are seeing now. When I started to grow the plant, it had only 2 leaves, and that was 1 year ago. That was last October in 2021. Now it is October 2022 when I'm recording this video, and it has grown so well. Also, I have decided to propagate this plant and shift it to the pots. As you can see, यहाँ पर roots भी काफ़ी विजिबल हैं, and यहाँ पर it's a clear signal that it really needs transplantation. So whenever you have to propagate a prayer plant, it is just like the calathea. Like जैसे आप calathea की भी कोई भी variety आप propagate करते हैं, that is done through roots. Similarly in the prayer plant also, that falls under calathea only. So इसमें भी what you have to do is just propagate it by dividing the roots, and that is how you actually propagate it. Just separate the roots and that's it. So I was really tired after some time, and I thought that I should take a break, and so here we are. Now as you can see, I have divided one prayer plant into many, and that I have done just by separating the roots carefully. Now in this case you can see कि roots काफ़ी tightly weaved थी to each other. So in this case what I did is कि you just have to dip the plant into the water. Take a bucket of water and just dip the plant for some time. So this will be easy for you to separate the roots. So when you just finish the separating the roots, you just have to add the plant into the pots and the work is done. So the next plant we have is a Chinese evergreen, and I haven't recorded the entire process of dividing the roots. I will just plant this into 3 separate pots. Now division of the root should be done just as we did in the prayer plant, and it will grow well. Now the next plant we have is the snake plant. Now when we talk about the snake plant, we all are aware about the snake plant, but it comes into various varieties. काफ़ी varieties होती हैं इसकी. Now I have 2 varieties of snake plant. In this plant what happened was जिसकी root set started to rot and the plant was about to die. Now what I did was I took the leaf, I cut them, and then I dipped the leaf into water, and I waited patiently for roots to appear. Honestly, when I started to do this entire process, I wasn't very sure, to be honest, that whether the roots will appear, and it was like I had to be really patient with the process because it took around 18 to 25 days, but they did appear, and that was the whole reward of doing it. And roots appeared, and I later planted it to the soil, as you can see in the video. So this is how the plant looks after 3 months. It had started to grow really well, and I would be transplanting it to the other pots, of course. And I have these tiny cute little pots. I'll be transplanting the plants to it now. Now as you can see, the next plant we have is also a snake plant, but it's a different variety of a snake plant. I have 4 plants of this variety, and I have to shift it to the other pot. Also yes, snake plants of this variety can grow tall, so what you can do is you can add a stick to it ताकि उसे to give it a support. So the next plant is the trailing jade, and this is very easy to grow. काफ़ी आसान होता है ये to grow. Now to grow this plant, what you can do is just cut some leaves, or what you can do is just it can grow through stem also, जैसे हम मनी प्लांट को grow करते हैं. The same process you can apply here as well. It will grow well according if you follow the same step. Just cut some stems and place it to medium of soil, and it will grow well. So the next plant that we have is called the inch plant, and अगर आप इसे propagate करना चाहते हो, grow करना चाहते हो, तो you just have to apply the same process जो हमने trailing jade में use किया था. That is, just cut the stems and place it to the soil, and it will grow really well according to that. Also, when you're growing any plant, it requires some time, so be patient with the process, and with time you'll see that is very the reward is very fulfilling, so just be patient.